Okay, I'm starting to record. All right, so I guess we don't have Sue. I don't know.
Yeah, Steve's not in.
No,
Not here.
and um, I don't see Sue here either. So, but it looks like everybody else is here. So I guess the first thing was just you want to do a quick debrief on the cornhole, what worked, what didn't, anything.
I would say, by the most part, everything worked. It was pretty much just a kind of round robin free play during what I guess you consider regular season. Just a kind of more a social thing.
Yeah.
The park worked out pretty good. It did start to get kind of dark towards the end, but
yeah,
we also had participation tail off a little bit towards the end. So we got to the point the last week or so that we could stay underneath, pretty much all underneath the pavilion. So we had the light, so it didn't matter. But it seems like a month is probably about as long as people are going to stay interested in something like that. The tournament went great. It was a double elimination tournament, so everyone was guaranteed 2 games. Pretty much the building was perfect size. We had 5 set of boards set up.
Wow.
And we only needed 4 at any given time, but the 5th one, someone could be, while they're waiting for their game for their opponent to finish their previous game, they could go over there and toss some bags. And I would say there really wasn't an issue at all. We protected the floors with little rubber stoppers underneath the boards, or I used that stuff you put in your drawers in your so stuff didn't shift in your drawers, like silverware or whatever.
Oh.
Cabinet liners.
Right.
And that worked well. But we did have everyone showed up except for one team. And then so Michelle and I filled in for them. So we had, I think it took, if I remember right, it took about a little over 2 hours for the whole thing. So that was good.
Yeah.
And several people asked when we're going to do it again. So there's definitely interest.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a great event. And even the people that when I went over, when you guys got rolling, I went over to Buttonwood Park just in case anybody inadvertently showed up there. And there were 4 or 5 people just hanging out that weren't comfortable being indoors with the crowd, but they were very appreciative of the whole event and weren't really all that upset at all that they missed the playoffs. They just were real happy that Ford ran it and they had a great time and they were very appreciative. So.
Yep, I think it was for the most part, I think it was a good thing.
Yeah, great job.
Had some lower Makeville people sneak
Patriots boards. Those Patriots boards got to go next year, but other than that,
well, if you make them, we'll play on them. Yeah, we had a couple of lower Makeville people sneak in, but I wasn't going to make a big deal out of it because we had the room.
Yeah.
And did it make sense to do two nights, or was that a little bit hard to sustain?
And initially, we definitely needed 2 nights. Probably 3 out of the 5 weeks we needed 2 nights. The second night was never full, but the first night was full at least the first 3 nights, the first 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then after that, neither night probably had more than 3 or 4 teams.
Okay. Yeah, and I think it was sort of started maybe before school started, or maybe before other activities started. So maybe people found,
Yeah, there might have been some people that were excited about it and they went and maybe never even played before and realized, it's not that much fun after all. So they didn't show up after that.
It looks better on ESPN.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was pretty fun.
Cool. All right.
We didn't do any prizes or anything like that. We did give the winners a shout out on the Yardley Borough Facebook page. But it would have been kind of neat to have some prizes. We kind of thought about that after the fact, and we really didn't put much effort into trying to figure something out.
Okay. Maybe next. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to say? Let's just move on to the virtual pumpkin carving contest. You know, that's one thing I should have asked Paula. I know that that write-up was in the Community Connections, and I think that's going to be coming out soon. I don't know if anybody's seen that or received it.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, Paula seemed like she had a couple of ideas about places to put it on the Facebook page and things like that. If everybody, what I have up on my my screen now, and I can attach it to emails, is I have what I think is Steve's latest flyer that he put together, which was great. And all it is something I could get printed up, and that's why I asked Paula about advice about where to post it.
I'll just make you a co-host, and you can share.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this on I don't have the Zoom on the platform that I have those documents, so I can't really share it. My Zoom is on an iPad, and it's not very flexible as far as grabbing files and stuff, because I had these on my hard drive.
Okay.
But anyway, I can get an email around afterwards. If everybody could just look at it and just make sure that that's the version that you remember him doing, and he doesn't have a better one floating around. I think it's the right one. And then there's also the if you remember last meeting, we went over the rules and regulations of the contest. And I think I have the latest version of that too. So what I'll do is I'll just put both of those in an email to everybody. And if anybody knows that there's a better version of either one of those things out there, just get it to me. And that's what I'll use to get to Paula to post. Does that make sense?
So I have the, let me see if I can share that. Let me. Share screen. This is the text that went in the Community Connections. Let me just. So, and then let me see if I can find Steve's. So in terms of places to put it, the other place, you know, the laundromat still has a bulletin board. Ship and Print has a bulletin board. And, you know, you mentioned the other businesses, but we can just, I guess, look at Steve's latest version. I'm just trying to see if I can find that. Let me just.
Yeah, I mean, I can send that around to everybody via email. That's pretty easy to do. But unfortunately, my iPad's not that flexible.
I just don't remember which email chain it's on.
Yeah, it took me a few minutes to find it too.
You know which one it was in?
See if I can just, no, you already closed it, sorry. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Let me hit I'm screwing this up. So.
Is it from October 6th?
It's yeah, October 6th, 4:48 p.m. How is this for the flyer?
Okay, let me see if I can download that.
Yeah, and the purpose was just to drive everybody to the rules on the website, and to the entry submission form. And I think it did a great job of that, and the visual was great. And
See if I can share it. You seeing it?
yeah, great job.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Wow, I'm impressed. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a different version that was published later. That's the one I found. So I can get these made up at, like, you know, Office Max or something, and you know, I'll get, I don't know, 20 of them made up, and then I'll go around to as many businesses and the laundromat and the Borough Hall, and I'll send a copy of it to Paula, and then I also have you seem to have a better copy of the carving contest rules than I did, and so if you can just copy me on the email, I'll attach this version of the send me an email with the best version of that in it, and I'll attach the announcement that Steve did, and let Paula know that that's what we're going to post, and then she can take the rules and make sure they're on all those other platforms she was alluding to.
Yeah, she'll probably just share this, I would think. Yeah, I can definitely send that to you. And then, and you might want to just do the printing it locally at Ship and Print too.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to suggest that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
What's that, Carol?
Yeah, Ship and Print can do it.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
The other Carol.
Yeah, no, go and I'll reimburse.
Pardon me?
Save your receipt from printing so I can reimburse.
Yeah, no problem. Be glad to.
Okay. And then I think you wanted to put together, so I don't know, am I sharing the list of businesses?
Yeah, there were the list that you sent around. I guess, again, I pulled these off of emails that we got, had about, you know, 8 or 9 businesses: Firehouse, Yardley Florist, Commonplace Reader, Landolfi's, the Burrito Place, Yardley General, Yardley Ship and Print, Captain Chucky's, the CBD Shop, Yardley Inn, and Rosa Bianca. And then there was a question mark next to Continental, Pretty Bird, and Vault. So if you like, I mean, we can wait till after we pick the winners, and then we could just send this list, the whole one, or we can take off those last 3 with question marks, and we'll just let the winners decide where they would like the gift certificate, and I'll use their entry just to mail it to them. Okay. And I'll take care of that, and then again, I'll get reimbursed from,
okay, so
you know, I'll go and buy them from.
Can you see the list?
No.
Oh, all right. Let me share that.
Yeah, you're sharing it, yeah.
I am sharing it, or I'm not?
No, I'm sorry. You were sharing Steve's document.
Okay.
Now, to do the when you want to post around the businesses, did you mention Kramer's? Don't they have a bulletin board outside their door?
I don't think they have that anymore.
Oh, okay. Or is there a bulletin board that's in between Kramer's and CVS in that cubby hole there? Did they take that down too?
Yeah, they took that down.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I haven't looked lately, but Starbucks has one, but I just don't know how many. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, how many kids go there?
But anyway,
certainly a lot of parents with kids go there, so that might not be a bad place.
Yeah. That's true.
I'll send you, Joe, too, when I send this to you, the latest person. I think I've actually, I don't know if I still have a name of someone at the Kids Academy or not, but.
Yeah, that'd be great. And I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to get like 20 of them printed up. And on Monday or Tuesday of next week, I'm kind of tied up this weekend. I'm going to walk around town and just put them up in as many places as we can. I mean, I'm not, you know, we don't necessarily have to make a federal case out of this. So we'll just get it out there as much as we can. We'll post it at the Yardley Borough Hall, and then we'll see how much traffic we get.
Yeah, I think a lot of our stuff. I have it ready to go, and maybe tonight I'll just go ahead and put it on Meetup because we have like 200 or 300 people on that.
Yeah, that's great.
So it might be that we get a lot of people. So have you thought more about how to do the actual judging and such, or?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the flyer that we put together, it kind of gives you the dates, and it says that all the submissions have to be in by, I think, that Wednesday at midnight. So what we'll do is we'll just make some time as a group, and I don't, we probably aren't going to get together again before then, but maybe I'll organize via email, maybe something for Monday or Tuesday of that week for anybody who's interested in helping, and then maybe we could just do this virtually by everybody tapping into the website and just looking at them, and for a couple of us who want to volunteer to review them, we'll look at them and pick the winners. I mean, I don't think it has to be that complicated. We can do that Thursday, and then Friday. I think it says we're going to announce the winners on Friday, and then we'll ask the winners, we'll notify the winners. We have to have the winners announced by Friday at noon, and then the winners are going to bring their pumpkins to the farmers market, and when they come to pick them up, we'll give them their gift certificates. I'll have the gift certificates resolved by then.
Okay.
Also, we got our hands on some old ribbons. They like you'd see at the Grange Fair or something.
Yeah.
And they say they're generic, but they say Yardley Borough Rec Board. We've got first, second.
That's a great idea.
Oh, perfect.
So might as well use them.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea.
That's fun.
At the farmers market.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's going to be a total of 9 prizes.
Cool.
Because there's 3 categories and a winner and 2 runner-ups. So if we have a first, second, and third place ribbon that we can put on the pumpkins, and what I'll do is when we announce the winners on Tuesday or on Thursday or Friday afternoon, I'll just go around to the businesses that they selected as their prize. Or no, I'm sorry. I'll do that on Saturday when they come to drop off their pumpkins. I'll be there at the Yardley
at the farmers market.
Farmers market, and I'll ask them. I'll show them the list that they can pick from, and I'll just make a list of gift certificates, and I'll mail them out to the winners. That way, we don't have to run around like nuts in those last couple of days and get them done in advance. I'm sure nobody is going to be upset about getting a $10.
No, but if anybody is going to take pictures down there or anything of the winners, they can just hold up their ribbon.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea. Yep. So maybe we'll figure out a way to get the ribbons, and Steve's probably going to be involved in this. Oh, good. So we'll get them in, and then I'll show up early enough to moderate the drop off of the pumpkins, and I'll get all the information from the winners on Saturday morning.
Okay.
Yeah, and Carol can help you with the money to buy the gift certificates.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just buy them and I'll submit the receipt. So don't worry about the money in advance.
So let's see, what else do we have? Talked about the gift cards, the flyers, the judging. Any other details we need to run through, or?
And this is not limited to Yardley Borough, right? Or is it?
We said Yardley Borough and Lower Makefield Township, but I mean, I don't know how we'll know. It's just email addresses. Yeah,
but I mean, the entry level did have an address, and I pre-filled 19067. I think. I don't know if that made it into the final version when they filled in the blanks. So well,
that includes Morrisville too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that. I personally don't think it's that big a deal that a couple people sneak in from Morrisville.
No, I'm just mentioning that Morrisville is also that zip.
Same zip code. Yep.
Yeah.
In parts.
I mean, I thought about pre-filling the town too, but I know that I've lived here for 30 plus years and been a big, participant in the town life. And I've only actually lived in the borough for 2 years. So, I wouldn't want to kick somebody out from Lower Makefield because they
Right.
have to be in 106.7 and, we tell them they're not in the borough. I don't think that would be worth the trouble.
Yeah, maybe next year they'll pick up and start their own cornhole or something.
Yeah. Or maybe they'll drive the real estate values up in Yardley by buying in the borough.
Oh.
All right, so good job. It looks like it's pretty well organized, and Steve has that website. You can go on there right now and enter, and if you've carved a pumpkin and you think it's going to last long enough, you can put it up there.
Yeah. So, Ann, if you wouldn't mind, since you obviously have Steve's flyer and you have the same version of it that I do, if you can send me an email that has both the latest version that you screen shared on the contest rules, and then in the same email attach that pumpkin carving contest flyer, I'll then forward it to Paula and ask her to post it where it needs to be posted, and then I'll use that same version to go get it printed.
All right, sounds like a plan. Okay, and then I was just going to give a quick update on Reading Avenue Woods. I did attend their last meeting of that group, and they were talking about getting assistance from Ken to sort of scope out maybe some of the trees that could be removed at a more affordable cost, and putting together a work day. And they've got some AP environmental students from Pennsbury that are interested in helping out in early November. So so I put together a little thing for the Community Connections that sort of discusses an update on Reading Avenue Woods and what they're hoping to do there, and ask for volunteers to do maybe some invasive species removal in early November, the first or second Saturday of November, depending on the weather. So that's that.
Great.
And I don't know if anybody else had any other agenda items. This is usually where you jump in, Jimmy, with your crazy ideas.
Well, I was going to say, no, this is not a crazy idea. The rules are on the website. The pumpkin carving rules are already up on the website for it. And assuming those are the latest and greatest. But along the same lines, is now that we have a domain, we should really start populating it with even past stuff that we've done. And I guess it more than likely for now, Steve's going to be the webmaster, but I mean, pictures from previous 5Ks, pictures from previous Easter egg hunts, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we might want to think about maybe we don't really need Meetup anymore.
Yeah, if it has the ability to RSVP or we just put a link on there to something to RSVP, like what is it, Sign Up Genius or whatever.
Yeah.
How much is Meetup a year? It's cheap, but if it's not being used much.
I think it might be like $200.
Oh, it's a little more than I thought.
And I don't think I've even been paying it. I think it's been going on the borough credit card.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then let's keep it.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
Caroline, this is when you jump in.
No, I was like, should I unmute myself to chuckle? No, I think that sounds fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the bills used to come to the rec board email, but I don't think I've forwarded one to you lately. Have I, Carol?
No, I haven't seen one. No. Nope.
Yeah, okay. We should look into that, but I'll put that. I
Do you
mean,
find that the yoga people use it a lot, or anyone uses it a lot?
Well,
it was,
a little bit. Yoga used
Yeah.
it a little bit. I wouldn't, maybe like, a handful of people would, through all the 5 or 10 throughout the whole time we've had it showed up because of it. So it wasn't drilling a tremendous amount of people.
I mean, the Walk to Run used it pretty well,
yeah.
but I don't know if $200 is worth it or not. It's something that we'd have to figure out. But the website is kind of, it's going to have some functionality. I bet we can use and not have to have two or three different things.
Yeah. It's just a lot.
There's a lot of free platforms that have surfaced during COVID because so many people are trying to do signups for different things because they have to limit the number of people attending. I know my church was just doing this because we're having signups for service. So I can send you that list and maybe we can look at some other free options and see if they could do the same things for us. I'm not familiar with the Meetup app, so I don't know all of its capabilities, but I can compare with that platform before I send the list.
Yeah, I think the really good thing about Meetup was that if you're interested in kayaking, you just go in there and it's like, oh wow, there's a Bucks County kayaking group that meets once a month at, Court Creek Park, and you wouldn't know that from a Sign Up Genius. I don't think. Maybe there is some kind of search functionality in Sign Up Genius.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah,
but,
it does. That is one thing, and that's how we did get a couple of yoga customers. And then the other thing that we were that it allows you to sort of email out people saying it's raining,
yeah,
whatever, we're not doing it. But that works okay for like Walk to Run. Doesn't really work for like an Easter egg hunt because we don't have people. We might advertise that we're having an Easter egg hunt there, but we don't ask people to register.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one way, but a little bit two way. So that's what it helped with, is that two-way communication. But maybe we can do that. Yeah, I don't know. There might be other ways to do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the number of times I used it to communicate to everyone. And I mean, I did use it for Walk to Run to communicate to everyone probably once a week, but it wasn't like it was needed information. It was like, great job, everyone. We'll see you next week, whatever.
I thought you gave them homework every week.
Well, they did have to work out 2 other times.
Yeah. Yeah, but then I think they started using something else too. So, right?
Oh yeah, what the heck was that called? I can't remember, but yeah, they did.
Yeah. All right. Well, we should definitely consider that.
GroupMe. I think it was GroupMe.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, which makes sense.
And I think that's free, and you could create events just like you could with Meetup.
Yeah, the only thing is that, again, I don't think it allows you to search for something, and
Right.
it doesn't really allow you. I mean, it's good once you have a relationship with someone that you want to like
Right.
share with at some level, but
Yep.
yeah. Okay. So we got anything else? So, Joe, you'll let us know how we can help you with the judging and the event on the contest on the 31st.
Yeah, I think what I'm planning on doing is next week I'll get all the flyers out, and then the following week what I'll do is I'll send an email out just asking for anybody who's interested in participating in the judging. Let's get on a quick Zoom on Monday night or whatever, the most appropriate night is. And we'll by that time, Steve and I will take a look at maybe a couple things that may have been already submitted, who knows. And then we'll have a better handle on maybe how much volume we're going to get and how we should go about it. And then, anybody who's interested, just maybe save some time on, say, Thursday afternoon at 3, and then we'll all get on the website at one time or on a Zoom and go through the pictures, and it'll take 15 minutes. I think we can all make decisions pretty quick, and then we'll notify. I'll take care of notifying the winner. So I'll schedule I'll schedule a Zoom of some kind for like the 26th or 27th, so that we can just work out all the to-dos, so we know what to do on what'll be principally Thursday, and then I'll take care of everything on Saturday.
Yeah, and the only thing is, we did say that we would have the mayor involved, didn't we?
Yeah. Somebody want to
Yes.
volunteer to read? Maybe when you send me those two documents, and I'll ask Paula to touch base with the mayor. Is that a reasonable thing? And just see if he's willing to participate in the judging. If we make it on Thursday the 29th, then he'll either say yes or no.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
that okay?
Yeah.
What he's going to say, Joe, is you need to come on his radio show.
I think that's a job for Jim. Jim's the PR guy.
No, negative.
Or maybe I'll delegate that to Steve, one or the other.
Yeah. Let's take a vote. Steve?
Yeah.
Yep. If any meeting you don't show up at, you end up with something to do.
Okay. We'll sign that. Just on Halloween, this isn't really, I don't know if it's on topic or not, but so is there any advice out there for the borough? Is there going to be trick-or-treating? Anybody know?
Yes, we're not taking an official stance because it's not a borough event, but the Bucks County Department of Health did release guidelines statement. I mean, obviously they're not going to be enforced by the police or anything, but they suggested limiting group sizes, people handing out candy to be outdoors if they can, so possibly like handing over your fence, and wearing masks, the children to be wearing masks if possible, so etc. I can send the document to the crew if we want to remind folks about them in our virtual carving event or something. But the council isn't super concerned about getting involved. I think people are going to regulate themselves. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna hand out this year.
mm-hmm.
I know that there's 2 or 3 on Cadwalader Court that's not going to do it this year.
Yeah, and I think that's fine.
Yeah, we decided that we're not going to do it. Yeah.
No, but no one comes to our house, so we're on the
Oh my gosh, we usually get like over 100 kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen on North Main Street last year, our first Halloween. So, our old house, we used to get 100 as well.
If you had a sidewalk.
Yeah.
No, yeah, well, if we can get one by Halloween, then maybe I'll change my plans. But last year we had a ton of candy and no kids.
It's a zinger.
So I ate 14 Butterfingers between October 31st and Thanksgiving. They're my favorite. You can't have them in the house.
No, I agree.
Butterfinger blizzards.
All right, I think we'll keep that event separate from the carving contest as well, I think. But
Yeah.
let everybody self-regulate.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Paula will put something on the Facebook to the Bucks County or something. Okay. Well, anything else that we need to cover? I see you're here, Sue. We started without you.
Yeah, I had all kinds of technical difficulties. Sorry.
Oh.
All of a sudden, it wasn't recognizing my Zoom. So I'm sorry, I missed half the meeting.
All right. It was Joe's got it under control.
We'll see. Don't speak too soon. Never over till it's over.
I'm assuming we can't enter.
No, sure you can. Seriously, I'll be impartial. Who's ever going to know? You should. If you have kids who want to put carve, then do
I
it.
won't judge.
Yeah. Don't vote for yourself.
Okay, well, so if there's nothing else, I can. Am I still recording?
Yes.
I am. Okay.
Yeah.
We have it on record that you're going to enter.
Oh.
Well, actually, I already entered, but my pumpkins, because I was testing it out, and I used a picture of pumpkins that we did about 10 years ago with my
Oh. If
So,
you got to show up
if
with
I
that pumpkin, you better
win,
have frozen.
I will not be able to bring down the pumpkins.
Oh, well, and then we're going to pick the next entry. You're only paying off for real pumpkins that show up, no legacy pumpkins.
Oh, I was going to say, I looked the other day, we still don't have anyone or haven't had anyone ask for refunds in a long time. And I don't know, I guess I need to ask Run Sign Up how, and Lisa, maybe you know, when do they release those funds to us? Is it only after the date that it was supposed to have happened?
Good question. I honestly don't know that.
I think it is.
I can send a note
It would
too.
make sense because if people can, ask at the last minute, if we're giving them that option.
Yeah.
We didn't put a cutoff date, correct?
We did. And
we
we got
did.
some before that. And I don't think we got one after that. And I looked just the other day because I was
I
really
looked
curious.
today. We had a bunch of, I looked today, we had a bunch of people that want to do a website for us, geocachers, and yeah, that was it. And some Run Sign Up stuff, but they were just, it was Run Sign Up promotional stuff.
Yeah. And I looked on the Run Sign Up page to go through the list of participants that are still out there, and they all were either no decision or stay in race from the first time we postponed it. And now I'm trying to remember, what was our first run date now?
It was in October. It was the week of the Halloween, Canaloween, the Sunday before Canaloween, like the carving.
10/25.
November 1st.
10/25 and 11/8 were the 2 dates.
Yeah. So after, probably at our next meeting, we may be able to get it. What's left?
$889 out of the 5K and $302 out of. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. That's how much we were down from last year.
Let's do this every year.
I didn't bother to do this race.
Yeah, that didn't sound right. Hold on. Participant.
That is a real moneymaker. Woo!
All right.
Do anything.
The 5K was $154, I think we have left. And the Main Street Mile was basically $100 or $130.
That's still great.
Oh no, no decision and statement. So no, the mile was $230. I need to add those two up. 230, and the 5K was wow, $300.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go.
That's pretty good for
not doing anything.
Yeah,
well,
just reconfiguring.
Stuff, but yeah, we didn't do the bulk of it. Okay. All right.
Just so you know, there's now a new auxiliary police force. So if you see my wife, you don't want to go the other way. She's probably gonna tase you or something.
We haven't approved tasers.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay, she already has one.
She has a personal taser.
Personal taser. Great. I don't think that was on her application. I didn't see that.
Yeah. She's they got jackets and shirts and everything. They're legit.
Oh.
And how does that work?
Carolyn, I'm sure you could better describe it.
Yeah, so they don't have official powers as a police officer does, but they're going to be used to help with events and other highly crowded or where we anticipate crowds will exist that we normally have to call in every single officer we have and pay them overtime. So it's a cost savings thing, but also there's been a lot of interest in the community helping the police force out, and we can't really have them officially help the police unless they're uniformed and trained. So it's an application process if anyone's interested. I think there are still a few spots available.
Cool.
It's a nice jacket.
All right. Well,
All right.
unless anybody has anything, I think we'll be talking in the next week or so. Joe will be
Okay.
rounding
Sounds
people
good.
up. Good to see everybody.
Okay, well, I guess we'll adjourn then.
Okay, and shoot me that email and I'll get it to Paula.
I will.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks.
See
Good
you.
day, everybody.
Okay, good night.